So, a new Pokemon Legends Arceus trailer has released, and it's really weird and different, to say the least. Let's take a look.
It's currently 7:06, no, 7:07 p.m. I'm hoping the document can finish the fight.
Okay, so we're already starting off on a really different foot here, but let's dissect what's happened so far. The character is saying that he's trying to record everything with this new strange device. He seems to be pretty new to it as well, as when he's telling the time, he starts off saying 7:06 and then notices it changing very quickly to 7:07. This must be because the new strange device is telling him the time and very quickly switched in front of his eyes. What could this new strange device be? My guess is probably the Arc phone, as that's the only piece of technology that we've seen that could probably do something like this in Pokemon Legends. So that then begs the question, who is this that we're hearing here? You would think it's our player character. And in that case, that also begs the question, is this voice acting going to be in the game? Or is there going to be voice acting in general is really the real question. We already have some confirmation that there's going to be voice clips in the game, but this might be further pointing to the fact that there might actually be full voice acting for Pokemon Legends. Either way, it's super exciting, but before we make any more guesstimations, let's continue watching.
Wow, it really is. Everything around me is blanketed in snow. Those are wild grunt. You see, snow and Whoa. Energetic, even though it's so cold here.
Okay, so clearly this guy has no sense of danger as he's getting close to these Pokemon in this giant snowstorm. Regardless, I like how they're showing us something familiar here by pointing out the Snorunt. This unknown character seems to start explaining something about the Snorunt, but that's when the audio starts to go wacky. I really do wonder what he was saying here. My guess, it was something on why the Snorunt may be running, because it looked like it was running from something. But I think a big part of this video is for us as the viewer to fill in gaps on our own. In which case, let me know what you think he was talking about here in the comment section. Until then, let's keep watching even further.
Next, I'm going to try climbing up there.
So this is what makes me think that this actually might be the player character, because this character is saying that they want to go climbing and exploring, which is something we know for a fact we're going to be able to do in Pokemon Legends Arceus. It really seems to be putting us in the shoes of whoever this is, and the first person view helps to put us there. Also, who else would be using the Arc phone? I figure that our player character is going to be special to receive the Arc phone and be able to use it. We can infer that it gets found laying on the ground somewhere, but perhaps this person actually found it first, and then, well, as you'll see at the end of this footage, something happens to them. Let's continue, because now's when it starts to get really interesting.
It has a mysterious air about it. I want to go just a little farther in.
Alright, so this is a mysterious area, as he puts it. So that makes me think that something big or mystical converges here. In other words, I think this area gives host to a legendary. But Johnny, a legendary? What do you mean by that? Well, just take a look at what happens next.
No, a Vulpix. No, not that either. The tip of its tail is red and swaying. I think it's turning this way. It's adorable. The white fur on top of its head and around its neck is so fluffy. Its eyes are round and yellow. What's that?
Okay, so I think he died, which means this might actually not be our player character, But regardless, now you see why I think that there was a legendary here. At first, the character questions whether or not it's a Pokemon that he's seeing, and then he goes on to compare it to either Vulpix or Growlithe. And based on his description of it, I can see why he would confuse it. However, I do think that this is something completely different. I don't think it's going to be an Arcanine, and I don't think it's going to be a form of Ninetails either. I think for sure that this is a legendary. And apparently, it's a really cute legendary, who's also very dangerous. So we better watch out when playing Pokemon Legends. As for any other possible speculation, well, they didn't really give us any visuals to go by. All we have is the description of the Pokemon. So, until then, we're left here sitting wondering, what happened to this guy? Oh, what was this legendary, or this just Pokemon in general that is very cute but dangerous? And how did this all get recorded? Was it really on the Arc phone, or was this on something else? He calls it a mysterious device, so it fits a narrative that this person could never have possibly seen a device like whatever it is he's using before. Then again, how did he know how to record on it? I guess that's probably something they don't want us to question in the first place. Or maybe there is a logical explanation to that too. Who knows? This is a highly speculative piece of footage that we're seeing here, so please, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on any and all things that you could have gotten out of this. In the meantime, I will read them and catch you all in the next video. Peace